do we have a story for you tonight? And let me tell you where it all. Oh, by the way, you're watching I Love My Job. We thank you for that. I'm Doug Thaker. It all started when I went to. My wife pulled me along to a place called the Country Jam, which I've had a couple people on for you, and here's this young man. Here's David Barry up there. I mean, now keep in mind, here are all these mature people, men and women playing, and here's David. I mean, here's this young guy, and he's up there strumming and singing like you would not believe. David, thank you very much for being on I Love My Job.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here.
Okay, now, you told me how old you are?
16.
16, and where do you go to school?
Ashland High School.
Okay, and you are in the 10th grade?
10th grade, yep.
Right. And your ambitions in life is to?
Be a traditional country singer.
Wow, and you are now.
Yes.
It's fantastic. And so every Tuesday night?
Every Tuesday night we do a jam session over there from 5:30 to 8 o'clock p.m.
And you're there?
Yes.
And you're singing?
Yep.
And here's all of these people who are playing their guitars and steel guitars and drums and what have you. And here's David Barry playing and singing.
Yep.
And you're singing the old country western pieces.
The old traditional country songs.
How do you know those?
Well, I think it's the passion. I felt the heart and soul in it, and it really touched me. Haggard and Jones really touched me with the lyrics.
Okay, now on the screen you put down a gentleman by the name of Bobby
Mackey.
Okay, now who's Bobby Mackey?
Well, he owned this honky tonk in Wilder, Kentucky, and they have a ghost tour and all that. And then, but I was there for the music. I've developed an interest in ghosts and all that, and they had ghost adventures down there. And but his song Johanna really touched me on there. So then I looked him up on YouTube and all that and found all of his songs on there and started learning them, and wow, what a great singer. And that's when all that, the other artists came along.
How did you know about the Country Jam at Wyandotte Avenue at the Crystal Care Center?
Well, I had this news journal come out, and back in July, one of the people over the jam session picked up on that and texted my dad and had me come over there. They were interested in having me over there.
Yeah.
That's how I picked up on it.
So that's how you, now where else do you go besides the Country Jam?
Well, I go to Bobby Mackey's in Wilder, Kentucky, and in fact I'll be there this Saturday. But then I also play some other places, too. Like tomorrow I'm playing at Brethren Care for a benefit down there from 6:30 to 7:30.
Now, is your audience amazed that here's this young guy up there singing Myrtle Haggard and
well, they are pretty amazed.
They are.
Yeah.
And you're good.
Well, thank you.
And you get a lot of applause and you get a lot of adulations and a lot of excitement out of your audience.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Now, just out of curiosity, how do you get along with your classmates who are your age and who are not singers?
Well, they're really happy for me, and they're always happy to hear what's going on, my music and all that.
Yeah.
Really happy.
Yeah. So right now your intent obviously is to finish high school.
Yes.
Okay. And then from that, where do you go?
Well, I'm gonna try to get my my first album out, I think, after high school, and maybe my second one. I'm not sure, but I just want to play some gigs. Try to go to Nashville after high school and just explore around a little bit. And maybe not play Grand Ole Opry yet, but just look at some places. But my goal is to be playing some shows at a time. And singing some of my songs at the time.
Now you realize it's a very, very competitive.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That everybody's out there trying to do the same thing you're doing.
Absolutely.
Not me.
Well, it is
but
very competitive.
Yeah. But locally, they love you.
Yeah. and I love them too.
Yeah. Well, that's fantastic. And like I say, once again, here you are on the stage with what, 12, 15 times people?
Yeah. Definitely, yep. And especially when I'm at the jam session, everybody there loves the traditional country music, and they're just great people to talk to,
Yeah.
Great people.
And you do a good job of that. Let me take a quick commercial break, okay? Don't go away.
All right.
David Barry is who we're talking to. This guy is a country western singer, does a great job. He's only 16 years old. Fantastic. We're going to come back and continue to talk to David, and he's going to play and sing for you. How about that? So you don't want to go away for that. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back to I Love My Job. We're talking to David Berry. He is only 16 years old and an accomplished singer. How did all this start for you?
Well, I think the Ghosts, all the, Ghost Adventures really inspired me, and that led to Bobby Mackey's, and Bobby Mackey was my very first inspiration, to the music.
So how old were you when you started singing and playing?
I think I was 14. I think I was in middle school at the time.
Okay.
And I was really shy. I never really sang for anybody at the time. And I really developed my confidence, I think, a year ago, for singing people, because, the response was always so good. And, I built my confidence up. But I was so nervous to sing for anybody at first, and I didn't want anybody to know I was singing,
Yeah.
But
you do, and you do a good job, and you seem to have a lot of stage, not fright, but just the opposite.
Yeah.
Stage position, and
definitely.
And you move around, and you know the words, and it I guess to a layman like me, that's amazing how well you do.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Now, do you come from a musical family?
Well, my dad plays drums, and
Okay.
I think my grandpa he liked the old country songs like Hank Williams Sr. and Hank Snow and all those, Ernest Tubb. But he sang. I think he sang too, but he had a very good low voice. He could go real low.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah. Now, how do you learn the movements? I notice you on stage, and you have certain movements that you perform for us.
it just comes natural. You just gotta feel the groove. I think when I'm on stage, I just feel it. You just gotta feel the song.
Okay, and you got that confidence.
Yep.
Okay, now when you're sitting on the stage and you're playing with somebody else is singing.
Yeah.
Okay, as you well know, there's rotation. Again, we're talking about Harry Trent is the guy that's leading the group.
Yep.
Right, good old Harry.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I've had Harry on too. He's a nice guy. Okay, how do you know when it's your turn?
Well, we just go down the line, and the next we just keep going down the lines, and when it comes my turn, like the person beside me will go, and then I'll go next. We just go in order.
Okay.
Keep going back and forth in order.
Okay. Now, how about lessons? Did you take lessons on this instrument?
Well, for a time I did with Kyle Robbins. He works at the Mike's Music Corner, and I did that, but for about a year, get the basic chords like G and C. I never did want to play all that lead guitar stuff. I just wanted to do chords,
Okay.
But I never did take vocal lessons, though.
It just comes natural to you.
It's a God-given talent to me.
Okay. All right. But the point of it is that you did take lessons with that instrument that you have with you tonight.
Yes, I did.
Okay. And now, did that come natural to you, or did you have to do a lot of practicing?
Well, I was horrible at first, but yeah, I did have to do practicing and get the chords right. I kind of picked up on G, C, and D, the basic chords. But when it came like the F and all those, where you had to do all those fingers and stuff, that was pretty hard for me, and I had to really work on that, And he would do practices with me, like, getting your fingers moving, so that way you can get fast at the chord changes.
Yeah.
So he did a lot of practices with me at the very beginning when I started taking lessons.
Okay, so then when someone gets up to sing other than you, they'll turn to you or turn to the group and they'll say C or D or F or what have you. And you know what's going on.
Yeah, I tell them what key I want to do it in. If I'm doing a song in C, I just tell them that,
Okay.
And they all pick up on it, and they just do the chords in that song or in that key.
Okay, and so you're sitting there playing along with everybody else for that particular person who is performing, singing.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Now, in the course of a night, let's say Tuesday night, the jam.
Yeah.
How many times will you sing?
We do about 2 or 3 times. It all depends on how many people are performing at night. There's one night I went and sang about 4 times because there wasn't many performers. But there's times like last Tuesday we had a whole bunch of performers there, and I think I only sang about 2 times.
Okay. Okay. Now, do you prepare? I mean, how do you know what you're going to sing, or is that?
I just do it by crowd response. It all depends on how. If the audience are in the mood for a slow one, then I just sing a slow one.
Okay. And if they seem to be in the mood for a jam one, while you're in there too.
Then I maybe do Matchbox Blues or something like that, but with Keith over there.
Now, do you have a favorite?
No, that's hard to say. There's just so many good songs.
Yeah. Okay. Let me take another quick break. Don't go away. Again, we're talking to David Berry, and he's going to play for us. So that, by all means, don't go away from that. And he plays at the Country Jam on Tuesday night at the Crystal Care Center.
Yep.
Harry Trent and the boys, and he's one of the boys. We'll be right back. Okay, you're watching I Love My Job. Welcome back. Once again, we're talking to a young talent, 16 years old, a sophomore at Ashland High School, and his name is David Berry. And his ambition in life is to be in Nashville, Tennessee, and sing the old country western pieces. And he does a lot of that tonight. He's going to play for us.
All right. You want me to sing now?
Yeah.
All right.
Why don't you play something for us
All
and
right.
sing something for us? Would you, David?
Well, we were talking about Bobby Mackey earlier.
Okay.
I'll sing one of his songs for you.
Okay, please
It's,
do.
it's called She's on Her Way to Florida in a T-Bird. Let me do that one for you. I woke this morning, never heard a sound. I looked everywhere, she was nowhere to be found. Then I saw a text she sent, I couldn't believe the words. She said, I'm on my way to Florida in the T-Bird. She's out there on the highway rolling southbound. Hair blowing in the breeze, she's probably got the top down. She loves that Florida sunshine, she loves St. Petersburg. She's on her way to Florida in the T-Bird. The next text she sent said, you know I love you so. But it's cold in Kentucky, I can't stand that ice and snow. I just had to get away, don't worry, I'll be fine. I'll be back when the snow is gone come springtime. She's out there on the highway rolling southbound. Hair blowing in the breeze, she's probably got the top down. She loves that Florida sunshine, she loves St. Petersburg. She's on her way to Florida in the T-Bird. She's on her way to Florida in the T-Bird.
Whoa!
Thank you.
You're good.
Well, thank you very much.
That's it. Now, have you ever been in any talent shows?
Well, I did. My very first show was at the Ashland Idol contest, and I won that night. I got it gave me $250. You know, I came first, and I was very amazed. You know, because I'm like, well, there's so many good singers there. You know, and I just But
Yeah. Do we have time for another one? Okay. Can you give us one more?
sure, I'll do. Here's a slower one. Here it goes like this. Here. If you think I talk louder than anyone here, if you think that my volume's too high, if you think I talk loud, you ain't heard nothing yet. You ought to hear me cry. If you think I laugh louder, well, maybe I should. Well, I guess I'm just that kind of guy. But if I talk loud and laugh loud, you ain't heard nothing yet. You ought to hear me cry. I go home to a home where love's almost gone, not enough to fill one bull's eye. Then I sit down in the corner and I turn on the tears. You ought to hear me cry. You ought to hear me cry.
Whoa!
There you go.
David Berry, ladies and gentlemen, done a fantastic job. You want to see this guy live, what you need to do is to come to the Country Jam, right, on Tuesday night.
Tuesday nights, 5:30 to 8 o'clock.
5:30 to 8 o'clock. He'll be there, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, I need to take a quick break. Once again, we're talking to David Berry, and we're talking about the Country Jam and this 16-year-old youngster. We'll be right back with I Love My Job. And again, tonight you're watching I Love My Job. And again, we thank you very much for that. You just heard two ballads, I guess you would call them, would you, David?
Yeah.
Okay. By David Berry. And consequently, we're talking about a young man, 10th grader, Ashland High School, ambitions in life. That's wonderful. It's nice to see young people who are interested in something, and this guy definitely is. Now, if you want to see him live and singing with other people, then you need to go to the Country Jam.
Wyandotte Senior Center.
Wyandotte Senior Center.
Right by the Crystal Care Center. We do it every Tuesday night, 5:30 to 8 o'clock p.m.
Okay. And now, you have a website?
No, I have a Facebook.
Facebook.
If you check out my Facebook and my YouTube channel, my dad puts a lot of videos on YouTube channel and all that, and my Facebook. I do my Facebook and Twitter too.
Okay.
Check me out on Twitter too.
Oh, good. So you're on just a little bit of everything then.
A little bit of everything.
Okay. Now, I notice here there's a phone number or a cell number.
Yep.
So somebody watching wants to hire you.
Then we give them a business card and they contact my dad and we get it all set up.
Okay. So your daddy is your agent, so to speak.
Yep.
Okay. So I got a cell number. Can I give this number?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. 496-1033. And that's 419, of course. 496-1033. David Berry you'll get. Wow, that's fantastic. So, and it's exciting to have a young person like you that's intermingling with, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, when you look in the audience, everybody is welcome, by the way. Right, David?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody's welcome.
No admission. You got free food.
Yeah.
Well, food for a donation, I think. But
yeah.
But free admission.
Yeah.
Great time.
Now I've mentioned a couple of times about this little girl that's running around, and she wants so badly to sing with you. Tell me about that little girl.
Well, anytime I'm there, she always wants to sing that "Daddy Come Home with Me." It's a George Jones and Georgette Jones song.
Yeah.
And we do it every week, and the crowd just loves it. And I told her, her timing's developing really good. At first when she came there, her timing was really off. And so I talked to her, I think it was her grandma, who goes there.
Yes, I think it is too.
I said, she's doing good, but she just needs to get her timing good, But I told her, just if she has a guitar, strum and tune, keep strumming. And really listen to the song, and her timing will develop, if she listens to a song and gets the beating right. I told her if she has a guitar, just keep strumming and don't stop. Let her keep singing out of that, her timing's off, but keep the strumming going, And I think the next week she was a lot better,
And I think
she's
she's
worked
only
on
in the third grade.
First grade, I think. First grade.
Oh, is she?
First grade.
Wow. She's and she sings cute little songs.
Yes, her name is Candace.
Candace.
I forget her last name, but Candace.
But anyway, she sings what? Jesus Loves Me.
Jesus Loves Me and Your Grand Old Flag.
Yeah. A patriotic piece.
Which
is very, very cute.
Yes. And the crowd just loves it, And,
oh, yeah, absolutely. And usually the place is packed with people.
Oh, it is, yeah.
Yeah, they bring them in to the Country Jam. So if you want to see David, and you really should go to the Country Jam. And what is it again?
A Wyandotte Senior Center. It's right by Crystal Care Center.
And it's what? 5:30 to?
Tuesdays from 5:30 to 8 o'clock.
Okay, 5:30 to 8. I should know that.
And you
shouldn't
can come anytime. You don't have to be there at 5:30. You can arrive at 7 o'clock and stay for about an hour. You know, you don't have to be there at 5:30. It's an in and out thing.
Yeah, and there's tables and chairs and
Tables and
places
chairs
to sit
and great
lot of people there and some food and
great music.
great music, right, by all of those people.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm always amazed at some of them. Not only you, but the guy that plays the steel guitar.
Mike
am I
Wilson.
saying that right?
Mike, yeah, he's great. You know.
Yeah.
He said, if you ever need a steel guitar player, I'll be your steel guitar player. I'm like, oh, you're great. You know.
Yeah. And of course, there are a lot of other people there that
Dick
play,
Starcher, he's
sing.
a pretty good guitar player, and there's a lot of good musicians there. You know.
Yeah. So how do you get along with the leader, Harry Trent? He's the guy that's running the show.
Well, he's pretty good, you know, and enjoy seeing him and his wife there every week, and it's just always a good time there, you know, and always a lot of fun.
Okay. Well, David, it was good to see you, and I thank you very much for being on I Love My Job. My time is up. Thank you for singing to us and for us. We really appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
And again, we'll be over on Tuesday night to the Country Jam. David just told you when it was. Go over and see this young guy.
I won't be here this Tuesday. I'm going to be playing at the Brethren Care tomorrow. So find me next Tuesday.
Next year. A lot of talent with this guy. Hey, I'm Doug Baker. You've been watching I Love My Job. We're coming back next week for another great show. It's really inspirational to have a young man like this who plays and sings to the audience. Fantastic. Someday we'll find him in Nashville, Tennessee. See you next week right here on I Love My Job. Thanks for being with us, and good night.